Hello, good day, my SM viewers. This is Satellite Media. Mr. Chinedu Michael. Let us look at the reported attempted assassination of Siemon Ekpa. But Dr. Ngozi Orabueze have come out to clarify the fact that yes, there's a new government in place. Of course, she have come out to say that they meet with Siemon Ekpa every 2 weeks, and that the Finnish government have clarified that the man is innocent of the allegations as alleged. Though we may need some level of verification to ascertain the veracity of that claim.
Well, let me tell you, it's a very clear thing coming, a revelation coming from Finland, and of course from the Finnish government, where we have Alexander Stubb as the president or the prime minister, whatever the situation is there currently now. I think the image of Finland is at stake, and they need to protect their image before the global world, and that is why this Siemon Ekpa is is a testing ground for the freest nation in the world, has been acclaimed. You know, and I can tell you that at the end of the day, Siemon Ekpa is going to come out more better than expected by anybody, and it's going to take another dimension, completely in the struggle to make sure that the world show enough solidarity for Biafra restoration, and that is what we are talking about, and that is what we are in. Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, is a formidable force, a seasoned global diplomat, and an outstanding, personality who has the international spread, and that's why you are seeing some of these renowned international lobbies stepping up, coming out, showing solidarity. It is not easy. It takes integrity to bring such people into the position of Biafra solidarity. It's not something another person can just go and run, and that is why Siemon Ekpa, in his wisdom, decided to choose Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, a woman, who has registered some level of legacies that is worth emulating. So, and if you look at her, she's stable, calm, calculative, and very dangerous when it comes to extreme decision making in the cause of Biafra struggle. So I appreciate the woman a lot, and I want to share the reservation a lot of people are having about her. It is not what you think. At that level where Siemon Ekpa is, there should be level of sanity. All those people who are standing up against her, they should understand that at this point in time, it's not about materialism. Everybody needs to be focused on how we are going to build international solidarity for restoration of Biafran sovereignty. That is what is remaining. And apart from that, I don't see anything. They should also remember that a lot of things has gone in. If Ojukwu has started with this kind of disturbances from people who are saying he wouldn't have gone to the level he got during the war. So this generation understand those things, bottlenecks and those hitches, and they are working towards sanitizing.
Okay, now let me bring this angle, because the president, Senator Bola Tinubu, spoke the other day through his one of his aides, and talking about the office of the National Security Advisor, saying that if you disturb Nigeria, we will get at you, whether you are in Nigeria or you are in diaspora. Of course, this directly or indirectly referring to people who are agitating for the restoration of sovereignty of Biafra, and other will be agitators from other areas of the country.
No, nobody knows whether Nigeria will be disgraced or not at the end of the day. But as things continue to unfold, we continue to look at it from different perspectives. What is happening to Biafran agitators is not strange. This is not the first time it's happening. It happened to a lot of people. It happened to a lot of nations. So if they are coming out to say Nigeria will get at you, well, of course, what if they get at Nigeria? What will happen? Are you not seeing what is happening? There's a massive build-up to make sure that Bola Ahmed Tinubu does not return to Aso Rock.
Okay, we understand that the North is vehement against him, particularly with respect to all this his recent policy and tax bill. But beyond that, do you think the unity among the ranks of those agitating for the sovereign state of Biafra? I haven't seen that Siemon Ekpa is in captivity, and currently the finance minister of Biafra government in exile have refused to submit to Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. And Dr. Ngozi Orabueze herself has come out to say, we have dissolved the cabinet, I'm acting as a new prime minister, and going forward, of course there's a list flying on Twitter indicating that these are new cabinet members.
Whatever you say, if you look at the ranking, Chief of Staff is higher than the Finance Minister. If I'm correct, the Chief of Staff is higher. In the absence of the Prime Minister, allegedly, as self-acclaimed Prime Minister, he is in a position to administer, or step up or position himself in that regard. So there's nothing wrong with that. And based on her powers bestowed on her and the structure she controls, she has every right to take such decisions. So it tells you that these people are not really what they are. What they are just being loyal because of the physical presence of Siemon Ekpa. And I can tell you, in honest truth, that woman you see there, they are afraid test of time. I can tell you, in honest truth, that woman you are seeing is one of the brains behind Siemon Ekpa's success and advancement in regard to Biafra solidarity. She's very outstanding, and Siemon Ekpa, in his wisdom, has looked in all the people who are involved in the struggle. Has been speculated, and he decided to single Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, seeing that she has that record of trust, tested, and believe that he is going to do the needful and be able to continue to project Biafran sovereignty to the world for solidarity and recognition.
Lastly, do you think this threat from Nigerian government will deter agitators?
It's already a broken one. You can see all the manipulation against repatriation of Siemon Ekpa has failed completely. And all the noise, they are not even aware whether Siemon Ekpa was arrested as a result of the pressure that is coming from Nigeria. They are not aware until the news broke out that Siemon Ekpa was invited for interrogation by the Finnish government. Nigerian government were not aware. So what does that tell you? They're only celebrating calamity. They're always celebrating inefficiency. They're only celebrating, witch hunt. They're only celebrating marginalization. They're only celebrating an agenda. People are watching and waiting the day, it will cross a particular red line. That's already a red line already, and people are watching in that regard.
But if I may tell you, there is a news making the round. Of course, there are some videos to that effect, suggesting that it is some in-house members of the agitators that wrote petition that saw Siemon Ekpa being arrested. Names were mentioned, and it has to do with those within the ranks of agitation for the sovereignty of Biafra. Is this a sellout?
No, it's not the sellout. Anybody that's telling you no, bros, leave that in. What you are saying, according to the man Otto, yes, if I can remember his name, one of the police commissioners in Finland, what they said that they acted based on petition from Nigerian government. Bro, let them forget all these things they are trying to put on the social media, put on the Twitter handle, and those things does not count. The people that knows the reality that they needed to fix that angle of that petition and put Finland on the side of credibility in the global world, to see that they do not respect influence. They have their rules and regulation, and this is going to take that angle, so and that is it. So to clarify things and make things open, clear the way it is, and that is why they have embarked on that interrogative and investigative processes of Siemon Ekpa to be able to ascertain actually if this man belongs to any terrorist organization. And you can see the revelation that is coming out so far. He has no link with any terrorist organization. He's just a freedom agitator agitating for you see the way and manner the Nigerian media, if it's a terrorist organization, the Finnish media, the Finland media will not be there having a field day with almost everybody who are gathered at that convention.
So you strongly disagree with those that point accusing figure as to cabinet members as being the ones that wrote petition that saw Siemon Ekpa being arrested? I was saying that could this be a case of Judas?
No, of course, among 12 there must be Judas, but did Judas succeed? Judas did not succeed. He took his life.
I see how it's.
You understand?
In the case
No,
of
no, I'm telling you. So what they are trying to do, what they are doing is unknowingly for them. They are shooting themselves on the leg. Can they be able to stand any international presence in Biafra agitation? They are only behind there, trying to stay up the mud.
Because some people are arguing that Nigeria is running away from the case, that they are not able to come to confront the case and present their evidence.
The impunity against the Igbo nation is already on the global stage now, and it's been televised all over the world. So what is Nigeria going to come up with? And of course, the Finnish government said, they will have to take Nigerian government to the ICC for them to go there and prove there's so many atrocities and impunity committed that resulted to the springing up of people like Siemon Ekpa and the rest of them. If there's no action, there will not be reaction. And that is it. What you saw Siemon Ekpa doing was as a result of things, impunity, calamity planted by the Nigerian government. And you want everybody to keep silent so that at the end of the day, they will wipe away the whole generation under the name that it is a government. That can never be done, and it will never be done. And the world knows the truth, and they will stand on the side of the truth.
Let me say very thank you for your time. I think you have done justice to all the areas. This is Satellite Media and Mr. Matthew. Thank you very much.
Pastor, I greet you.
Aisha Yusufu has tasked Imo State Governor, Enugu State Governor, Anambra State Governors. Stop blaming gunmen. You are the CEO of your state. You are the executive governor. Now, since you go to Abuja to collect money, then take responsibility for the insecurity in your state. What do you have to say about it?
Now, thank you for that wonderful question. I think being the governor of the state, you have every power for you to make sure that you get security votes from the federal government. By so doing so, what are the governors doing with this money? Stop coming out to tell the people that there is insecurity in my state and that unknown government have been killing. The government need to take action and put an end to all this and stop apportioning blames. The people you are apportioning blames to are the people who their lives and properties are entrusted in your hand as the chief security officer of the state. So for a governor to come and start telling people that there is insecurity in my state, I think to me the governor need to stand up and then act now, because every now and then allocation is being shared for you, security vote is being given to you, and you have the mandate. The primary function of government is to protect life and property. Yes. So if you cannot protect life and property, then why are you the governor?
But some have said that the governors have no power over the military. That it's only the president as the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. What do you have to say about that?
The governor does not have power over the military. That is true. But see, the question is that can the governor summon military chiefs in their states, the division's commander, to sit and dialogue for a way forward? The answer is yes. So if we can do that, so indirectly it's still have power over the military. Now when it calls for security meeting, don't these men don't these guys attend in his various place? They do. So the president should not come and say that he does not have the governor should not come and say he does not have power. We still have killings in Imo State, Enugu State, and some other states. For how long can we continue in this path? The people are scared of their lives. The people cannot even access government, access those who they claim to be what? Electorate. We cannot access people that give us the mandate. So how long can they continue like this? So I think the government of these states on their own, they need to up their games. You must up your games as a governor if you don't want to be sacked come 2027.
But there's always been this fear that the votes of Nigerians does not count. And that is why our elected officials are acting this way. That as soon as our vote is counting, they will sit up knowing that if I don't perform, no second term for me. You agree with that statement?
Our vote does not count. I cannot say if our vote count or not because I have not conducted any election. So what I'm to say is that people have lost confidence in the INEC, in the power.
The reason why they've lost
You've lost confidence because so many persons have seen the case of Hope Uzodinma when he but reason best the court knows why he had to give it to him. But someone who came forth in the election was uplifted and then he came forth. So the court cited some reasons which Hope Uzodinma became the governor. Reason best known to them. I am not in the position to speak for the court. But one thing is that INEC needs to be the trust of Nigerians again. You saw what happened in last election. As allegedly reports, the result was changed in the RR quarter. So I don't know how true that allegation is, but see, it has been going viral. So these are things INEC need to repose that confidence in the average Nigerian. And for the governors too, how much is being given to you on a monthly basis? If you get money on a monthly basis, then why don't you make sure that these people who gave you the mandate to protect them, you can as well protect them too? Because the people cannot always be one-sided every time. The people need to benefit from dividends of democracy. And when they have to benefit from the dividends of democracy is by what? By inclusive governance. The people need to feel the government impact. Not every time you come on here and say on government has attacked the people, you come and start creating fear. These governments are even creating fear in the life of the ordinary man.
We've seen the governor of Enugu State who has declared that Monday is no longer a sit-at-home in Enugu State. When people are saying that, you are saying that as because you're the governor. Can you come and secure our lives? I mean, the other people, because you see this sit-at-home every Monday. Some are doing it maybe out of respect for nnamdikanu, but some are doing it out of fear. It is two ways. People are telling the governor, please find a way to secure that. Police cannot be everywhere. What do you think? Because sit at home every Monday, it might be affecting the economic activities in the southeast. What do you think that the governor can do, or the governors in the southeast can do?
Thank you for that. I think sit at home every Monday is a commensurate to honor the Mazi nnamdikanu, who has been in incarceration for 4 years now and still counting. But what I want to say is that when there is a conflict in the land, the president himself needs to address this issue of Kanu. Let Kanu issue be settled out of court. If what Kanu is the son of the president, as a son, you can go, you can have a different view or different ideology and philosophy from what your father had. But why can't you, as a father, have you reached out to Kanu himself? And what I felt that the president ought to have done was, why Kanu was in decision, go and meet, let them bring Kanu to you, DSS. Sit down with Kanu, have a round table discussion with him.
But do you think that's possible? Because we saw
Buhari
could not
freedom. Buhari is different. See,
so,
these are two different people.
Yes.
If you want the security apparatus cannot be everywhere, and these guys are what? Overstretched.
Yes.
These guys are also overstretched. So the president is the father of the nation.
Yes.
Since the president is the father of the nation, he should at least reach out to this guy, even to the Orabueze Igbo. Whenever he will want to invite some Igbo politicians and some Igbo stakeholders to sit on a round table and discuss with Kanu. You have conditions, give him the conditions. Send it to him. Because you see, this is the only way this whole thing about marginalization can stop. And the truth of our matter is that the Igbos are heavily marginalized in the country, and that is what and that has breed a whole lot.
But do you think that giving them an opportunity, or yes, that's an opportunity, or finding a way, a consensus in 1999, Nigeria had a consensus on making a Yoruba man a president. In 2007, Nigeria had another consensus to make another man to be president. Do you think that Nigeria finding a way or making a consensus to make an Igbo man the president is going to make that marginalization or the agitations go down in the south?
Making an Igbo man be the president would at least work to some extent. It will help this issue of marginalization reduce a very long way, because if the Igbo man is the president, Peter Obi, you will not watch Peter Obi allowing nnamdikanu to languish in detention, even if, because yes, that is his brother from his tribe. They are from same tribe. No, so why was Sonegbo released? It was let's go.
Yes.
So to some extent, it will help a long way. And as an Igbo man, he will speak in the language that the Igbos. Now I am one of your sons. Yes. You don't have any right to agitate.
Yes.
So that will help them. It will go a very long way for them too.
So I'm letting you go. I think we have like 1 minute.
Okay.
Now, Southeastern Governors Forum. What should be their next step?
Southeastern Governors Forum should at least make moves to meet with the presidents.
Yes.
To put an end to all this. That is the only way. Because if there's no end to all this, all we hear is killing. And then we are not in support of all this killing. It is not good for the future of the country. It's not good for the future of the country.
Okay. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.